Hello, my name is Tom. I come to you from northern Maine. I am a deer hunter, a rabbit hunter, and a partridge hunter. And I've got two reasons you should subscribe to this channel. One is you've already clicked on one of my thumbnails, so you got some interest in the content that is in this channel. And the second is you're looking to improve your hunting skills, your skill sets out in the woods as a woodsman. And this is what this channel is all about. This is a how-to teaching channel. It's stuff that I have been doing. I have been breathing, eating, and sleeping this stuff since I was a little boy. I usually give it one or two, really, probably more than that, but as you can see, that's going to throw some nice sparks. What I've got here, in honor of Mike and Lichen Cedar, I've got a big piece of cedar, and some cedar kindling. And I am going to light everything. And the reason I'm having this fire tonight is I am going to cook some deer steaks out here tonight. This is what I'm having for supper. Baked potatoes and deer steak. So I just got some birch bark here. Just gonna fluff that up. That's a beautiful fire rod. I can tell already that sucker's gonna throw some sparks. It should have just made up a match, white birch match. What I've done here, I've made up a white birch match. If you want to know more about these, it's up at Far North Bushcraft, up in Alaska. That's where I got the idea from. How I'm going to cook the deer steak tonight is in one of these hamburger cookers. Put my steaks in between there. I'll hang them over the fire, and them suckers will cook up nice. So, deer steaks cooked in the new fireplace. There's my cooked deer steaks. Got more to put on. But if you haven't tried deer steaks cooked over the open flame like that, you are really missing out. There they are. Salt and pepper. That's about it. And the smoke flavor that comes off the fire. And the wild game flavor, the smoke, oh my goodness, is that good. You know, when we're deer hunting, having a piece of flint tucked away in our backpack or just in our pocket is our everyday gear. There are natural materials out in the wilderness that with a couple of simple tools, we can always have a fire. Like you see me here with my flint and steel, a little bit of charred punkwood. That stuff I just carry with me is just like second nature to me. It's something that I've always done. I thoroughly enjoy building a fire with flint and steel and using charred punkwood. It is absolutely everywhere in the North Maine Woods. Now what I've done here is I've taken a piece of that charred punkwood and I've stuck it into that grass nest you see there. And then what I'm going to do is just strike it with my flint, and that thing will take right off like it is gasoline. The grass nest that I use here in the state of Maine is 90% of the time is always cattail grass from the cattails, especially in the winter time. In the summertime, you can find some that is dry and usable, but in the wintertime, it all dries out. The swamp that I hut on, there could be miles and miles and miles of this dead cattails that is just there for the taking and there to use. What I've done here is I've lit a piece of charred punkwood with my flint and steel, and then what I'm going to do is transfer the coal onto that. What I call it is fertilizing the nest. I dropped in a couple of pieces of charred punkwood ahead of time. Now I've just dropped in that piece that I've got lit. And it's called transferring the coal to a fertilized nest. And in the wintertime, this is a perfect way to get a fire going. Now just gently blow on that, nothing hard. Just let it warm up the grass. And as it's warming up the grass, it's also drying it out. So you just gently blow on it, and all of a sudden it's going to blow into a flame. It's that simple. It just takes a little bit of practice out there. And for us deer hunters, for me, this is perfect for us deer hunters. We've always got this material on hand, and that's why I think fire and cattails and flint and steel and all of that is just perfect for a deer hunter's pocket. Makes us feel like we're stepping back in time a little bit, but it's just a useful skill to have on you for when things go awry out in the Maine forest. All we're doing now is we're just kind of waiting for that lump of chaga down there to take a hold. Now remember, when you're doing this in the wintertime, there are no grasses to be found. They're under 4 to 6 feet of snow up here in the state of Maine. So your grasses and stuff like that, unless you're lucky enough to come by a cattail swamp or something like that, where you can get a fistful of the dried grasses from a cattail root, cattail stem, in the forest, that's just not out there. It is buried in snow. So that's why a stick fire, a bundle here, is so important in the Maine forest. And there you go. No grasses, no leaves. It takes a little bit of patience. I harvested some punkwood a few days before this video was taken, and I have also charred it. And you can look in my archives of my videos to find how to char punkwood. And for a magnifying glass, charred punkwood lights very simple. You're going to see in this video right here where it took me probably less than 3 to 5 seconds of indirect sunlight to get that charred punkwood to light. And this is in the winter time when the rays from the sun are at their weakest point here in the state of Maine. And you can still get a fire built with a magnifying glass. I keep one in my pack everywhere I go. It is one of the things that I call my must-have gear.
See that? Let's give this a whirl. You'd have no trouble getting a fire built with that. See that?